What's going on, everyone? This is Ryan, your DIY guy, and today I've got a mess. Right, this is the state of my backyard alley, and you can see there's a ton of things going on. We've got all our tools that's getting messed up in the rain, in the sun, so we got to pick that up off the floor. We've got bits and bobs over here as well. Now, in time to come on the next build, I actually want to build a shed in this area, but the biggest problem I have is the floor. So if you take a look over here, you can see it is not level at all, and it dips very much down in this direction and it slopes up in the other direction. So that's what we're going to do today. Now with the area cleared, it looks much better, and you can see that significant dip that was causing the water to run to the house. So I've got to raise that up and ensure that it is more level, and I'm going to take out a bunch of the pavers in the affected area, and I'm also going to be removing this front ribbon or border just to replace some concrete underneath and ensure that it creates a better border between the grass and the pavers and ensures adequate runoff of water, and also that those pavers go nowhere. With all the problem pavers now removed, I can clearly assess the area, and you can see how it has dipped down towards the house and where the water's been running off. So we got to fix that. With our spirit level over here, it gives a clear indication of what we actually need to have. It's higher on the right and left hand side, which creates this valley and allows the water to run off either towards myself or further up towards that grass area. When I take the spirit level to the front, you can clearly get an indication of the correct level that we require, and I've placed a brick paver on its side just to give the right height. You can see the spirit level is on the money, and where it touches the wall is the desired height of, once we are done, where the paver should be laying, and over here is where it was actually laying. So that's only about a 2 centimeter difference, but in fact that makes all the difference and will ensure adequate runoff of water down the slope and away from the house, so we don't have any issues. I've placed a bit of river sand in this area. It is that yellowy color sand. It's inorganic and it's not going to allow anything to sprout up and cause other problems later on. It comes in a bag pre-mixed like this, which is pretty easy, and I'm just going to dump a bunch of it on the area and start leveling out with the spirit level and testing it out with a few pavers to ensure I've got the right height. And then I guess without any further ado, I guess we can get paving again. A quick check-in before we get on with paving. I've placed the river sand in the area and I've just started leveling it out, and I want to test that I'm close enough to level from the left and right. So I'll take a brick paver and place it against the wall because this was lower than I needed, and that's the line I need to match up against. So it's slightly less, but I can live with that. And if I place the spirit level across from the left and right hand side, I can see that it is pretty close enough, which is what I want. Now also, if I take the spirit level and place it in a diagonal fashion, I can see that on the right hand side the slope is running down that way as you lift it up, and that's exactly what I want. I want the water to run that way, away from the building. And if I check in this diagonal direction, I can see the same thing. It is lower down by my foot, which means the water will also run away from the building. So I think I'm in good shape before I get started with paving. The pavers are back in and it turned out great. I am super pleased with the result. Now, if you want to see a step-by-step on how to lay pavers, then keep a lookout for an upcoming video where I'll show you exactly how to do that. The spirit level indicates the gully that we created for the water to run off, and that means I can move on to this ribbon or header course, which will create a permanent bond between the grass and the pavers, and I'm going to be using some rapid set cement. With the area prepped and tamped down, I'm adding our mixture of concrete from our rapid set bucket. And that's the cool thing. I absolutely love this stuff. It's less than $10 for a 10 kilogram bucket, and you can mix it up for small applications like this. Now, you saw me adding a bit of extra water, and that just extends the curing time because it's rapid set and it sets in 5 to 10 minutes. So you don't get stuck without finishing your job. But the good part is that it doesn't reduce the efficacy, so the strength is still there. And in any event, this is just for the header course, nothing structural. So we simply lay down our header course onto the bed of concrete and tap it down with our trowel or a rubber mallet, which gets it seated nicely in place, and it's done in no time. Course is complete and it looks far better than what we started off at the beginning of the day. Now, from this side you can see I've added a layer of concrete mix at a 45-degree angle, which just gives a permanent bond to those pavers and avoids them from shifting as you walk over them. It has a second benefit that prevents the grass from growing in or underneath the pavers and lifting them up and causing a similar problem. Now, I've got some of this river sand which I'll sweep into the cracks, and this will also just ensure that they settle and bed down for good. I hope you enjoyed this episode showing you how to fix a wonky paver like I had in my back alley, and hopefully it helps you fix your home and make it even better than it is. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe and share, and most importantly, add those comments below on how this helped you or on what we can do next, coming up on Nail and Screw.